Hello, CNG212. Welcome to week 13. I do apologize last week for not making a video. I wasn't feeling real well, so I was kind of out of it. The links are updated for week 13, so when we get to Task Manager and Reading 13, probably one of the best areas to have knowledge about, since it is really troubleshooting what's going on with your server. Especially when looking at, how much data your server, or how much resources your server is using, like CPU usage, like RAM usage, and then you kind of look at other events like logins, crashes, things of that nature. And then what to do with like recovering files, folders, how to recover them, when to recover them, recovering from a system state recovery like a backup, or doing just a refresh from a bare metals installation. So I'm glad it talks about VMs, because once again, virtual machines, very, very useful in this environment where you can just spin up many different virtual machines, and even now you start spinning up building up and building out machines that, do you need the server running all day long, 128 gigs of RAM and maybe 36 core? Through the night, can you downsize that server and just have it minimally running to also save you resources in the long run? So other items to look at when you're messing around with the server config a little bit more, a little bit deeper, messing with Hyper-V, once again on the daily, not necessarily modifying it, because really we probably only modify the server or at least inspect the resource usage maybe about once a month. Active Directory backup in case you're hiring a lot of new people, backing up the Internet Information Services. So if you're using it as a web page. But a useful chapter, and it's definitely a day-to-day item where you're monitoring what's going on, if you're using your server correctly, how much is it being used. During the daytime you probably see hard disk usage probably up pretty high if people are inside their server or inside their end machines and modifying a file within the server, because now with with Office 365, you can see 2 or 3 teammates working on the same file you are, and that's causing internet traffic to that file and usage to that system. So real cool chapter, something that definitely comes a lot of handy to kind of see what's going on. Easy to look at, to troubleshoot, weird crashes in your system. Sometimes it's a RAM issue, not enough RAM. But you can kind of start looking at what's going on. I think the weirdest thing I ever ran into was a NIC, network interface card, just disappearing for some reason. Don't know why, but had to basically reinstall the NIC, although it was already installed. So that was pretty weird. But this week 13, we only have a couple weeks left. Let's see, with grading, I've been getting a lot of emails about MindTap. I'm not an admin in that system. I do know it's not perfect, so I'll have to give a max amount of points allowable for those items, even if you do a mistake. I know that there could be caveats, like a browser doesn't work with it or something outside of our control. But it's the best we got, and I'm aware of it. If you'd like to reach out to a POC at MindTap, I believe Jennifer and Nicole Smith were the ones early on in this course, in the student office hours. Yeah, Nicole Smith and Jennifer, both awesome people to work with, and they'll definitely give you information on maybe some workarounds that I do not know Once again, I can just do some basic troubleshooting, not necessarily admin in their system. So with that, have a good week, and see you soon.